right before I broke in '94, but like you right in now '90, you got that transition from NWA to WCW. You and Buzz Sawyer are a team, just kicking the shit out of everybody, and I'm thinking, oh man, like the Samoan SWAT team are a big, huge team. But the team I'm scared of is Kevin Sullivan, Buzz Sawyer, because to me, and it was guys like you guys. Sawyer was always like that, but Rick and Scott, and later on Goldberg is. Man, even being in the business, it's all bullshit. That guy right there, I don't want to be in the ring with him. I'm scared.
I'll tell you a couple of stories real quick. We'll get back. The reason why I worked the way I worked was God knew what he was doing. He'd make me 6'3", 270 pounds. I was a magic act.
Mm-hmm.
I was like the Sheik. Boom. If you didn't watch me, I was gone. The bell was rung, and there was a guy laying there in a pool. You better pay attention to what I'm doing. And I didn't do that much, And the other thing, I've always been criticized by all the guys. Steiner criticized me tonight. He said, him take a bump? Are you kidding me? You got that on film? It ain't him. It ain't him. We'll laugh about it. Because I always projected myself this way. Did you ever see the original Alien?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Here's a guy got the alien inside him, right? And he's sitting there, he starts to vibrate. And he pops out, the alien, right? Scares the shit out of you, starts to run down the corridor or whatever he's running on the table, right? The alien is this big. Why didn't someone take a fly swatter and hit him? But he became huge, right? Or did he? Or is it their perception that he was huge?
Right.
Was he still this little thing? So I got that from the Sheik. But
I was just about to ask when you had said how the influence.
We all steal.
Yeah.
And he was the master, and you can talk to Terry Funk, guys that I really admire, and I admire their longevity and their work. Terry stole everything from the Sheik. Abdullah stole everything from the Sheik. Brody stole everything from the Sheik. Mark Lewin stole everything from the Sheik. I stole everything from the Sheik. The guys today, I would say that Tommy Dreamer is close to stealing stuff from the Sheik, but he's made it,
Yeah, he's made it the babyface way.
Yeah, he's made it the babyface way. But I got a story to tell you about Steiner. People used to say that I was stiff. I wasn't stiff, I was snug. But on TV, I'll tell you a story about why I was maybe a little bit more aggressive. Some of the guys didn't wrestle full time.
Right.
They had regular jobs. So I wasn't the booker then. Somebody booked me with this kid. Nice enough boy, but this is my job. Okay, this is how I feed my family. And he comes up to me and says, this is right out of the wrestler. He says, I work in a meat market. He said, don't worry, I'm going to take it easy on you. He said, when I get tomorrow, I'll tell them I wrestled you and you're really a cool guy. I said, okay.
What territory is this?
This is in Florida.
Okay.
The bell rings, and I've never hit the ring that fast. I threw him out, I took a chair, and this was wrong, and I regret it. But I hit him in the head, and I gave him 17 stitches. Because I knew he was going back to that store. And if he told someone that I was full of shit, they were going to say, no, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Because I was feeding my family. He had a job.
Right.
I couldn't afford, because when he said that, he said it in front of my boss, okay? And my boss looked at me like, okay, let's see what happens. And I passed the test. I mean,
And
that
Eddie
was
Graham,
way...
Eddie Graham was the boss, yeah.
It was way too much. I regret that I did it. But I'll tell you this story about Steiner. My neck is screwed because of him. Rick and I are good friends. He's a great guy, but he's stiff. I mean, he didn't know his own strength. He was a freak.
Exactly.
I go in the gym. He's doing behind the neck presses with 315 seated for reps. Like 15 reps. I'm looking, what? So, of course, he's with the Varsity Club. We turn him babyface. Huge babyface.
Yeah.
On TV. So, I book him against me in Boston Gardens. This was the year the Pistons beat the Celtics for the championship.
So this is 89, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I sent, usually the heel goes out first, right?
Yeah.
I sent Steiner out first, right? It's my hometown.
Yeah.
I said, I think I should go out. He said, why are you sending? I said, I'll get more heat because you're a baby face. I sent
You
him,
already knew what you were doing, right?
yeah. I send him out, and he's doing the, ooh, 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 and listen to the, the fly, right?
Yeah.
Place goes crazy for him. Marvin Hagler is sitting in the front row with his kid. And I have the announcers say, here he comes now down the aisle, the dog-faced gremlin from Detroit, the home of the new NBA World Basketball Champions, right? I'm right behind him before that's out of the guy's mouth. And here he comes now from the home of the greatest franchise of all times, the Boston Celtics. He's in the corner. Steam is coming out of his ears. I said, boy, I really fucked myself with this one. Bell rings. He comes over. He hit me so hard, shot me in with a clothesline, that I went actually over the top. He said I never took a bump. He can look at this one. I took a bump over the top. I was out on my feet when I landed. The only thing that came to, if you ever box, you can get knocked out, then you get hit again, you come to. I hit the floor and I came to, and as I come up, there's Marvin Hagler in front of me. I said, Marvin, us Boston boys got to stick together. Get in there and get him. He looks down at me and says, brother, you're on your own. And that was a shoot.